Yo, we here, we in the building. It's a go, y'all. This is
What's going on? Another episode of Fair Game. It's really not a Fair Game LLC. This is Mike Will. We got Pixie in the building. Mac
it's your
Bricks.
boy
Y'all
Nate
introduce
Brooks.
yourselves.
What's
Yeah,
up,
I'm here.
Pixie? And I don't know, man. I feel like we never actually fully introduce ourselves to people. We just assume that people know who we are.
Yeah, I
Well,
be trying to lead it to Mike. I know Mike gonna lead me to a great place.
Do we started already?
Yeah, it's
yes,
already started.
sir.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well,
Uh,
I'm Pixie. My socials is Shade Master Flex at Shade Master Flex on Twitter, and I'm from Queens, New York, and I love to. I don't know. I don't know what to say in that sense. You'll figure it out. Next, Mac.
Ah, oh yeah, it's your boy Meg Bricks from Twitter. You know what it is. When y'all find me, when y'all can find me.
yeah, this is Mike Will. I'm from Chicago. Hoodie Mike, as they say. Think my at on Twitter is Mike Will TV ENT. You can also catch me on IG at Coach Mike Will _ we're not gonna give any way of our burners. We appreciate you guys coming through. Chat, definitely be engaged in the chat. Give us some topics, what y'all want us to talk about. And again, we are definitely appreciate you guys are able to join us. Again, very appreciative of that. So first thing I seen this week, this week and on the timeline and stuff like that was Travis Hunter and his newly wife, Leanna, I believe that's her name. She looks like a Leanna too. What's you guys' thoughts about that? I have a lot of heavy thoughts on it, but we'd love to hear about you guys' thoughts first.
So I think he did what he did what he felt was right. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's saying that hey he got married and she didn't sign a prenup. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it's not the game is the game, you know what I'm saying? And just hopefully I just hope for the best. I hope nothing just separate that young and fiery love over there.
They
I'm
hold on. I just want
sorry.
to add a little bit of context. They did not get a prenup.
They did not
Nah.
get him prenup.
Nah.
And I think personally that is the stupidest thing that you can do.
Why? 'Cause the money?
It's just marriage is a fucking business, bro. Like that's what it is. Marriage is a business, whether like it's supposed to be like basically protection is insurance for your assets. There's prenuptials and then there's postnuptials, and both of those are supposed to be intact so you can, keep your money together. Like he got too much potential. Like there's too much at stake in general to not get those prenuptials.
Yeah. So this isn't just on Travis Hunter. We as the black community, the community, I believe he grew up in Florida, will spend some time in Georgia as well. Deion Sanders, the University of Colorado, his teammates, Shadur Sanders, his parents, um, everybody that's on Twitter that be talking shit about him, we all failed him as a community, a society. This young man is he's a great spirit, high level, high energy, high soul. You can just feel his soul. His very good kid, funny kid as well. The thing about it is specifically is this guy is getting screwed over. His money is gonna be taken. He had the shorty in the Adidas commercial for some reason. Makes no sense why she's in the fucking why she's in not trying to get us banned on YouTube. Why she's in that commercial. So that was really disappointing. Again, no guidance, no nobody took this young man and said, "Hey, we know you love this girl. We get it. We all been there before. Our first love, our first beautiful baddie, whatever you want to call her, right?" They have been together for a long time, and I got some more. I got some more backstory on that as well. But this, this, this woman, this is the biggest heist of the century. She's gonna take everything from that young man. The over and under right now is 3.5. It's on Bovada. Shout out to Bovada. They gave us a little bit of sponsorship money. The over and under is 3.5 years to when they're gonna get a divorce. They're gonna be divorced within the first 2 years. As a community, and I don't want to be long-winded, but this is very, very touched my soul. Pause. That sounded crazy to say. When I seen that this young man at 22 years old just graduated, just got drafted, and now he married. He's wasting his time. He's gonna get finessed. She probably gonna sleep with half his teammates, just like she was down there doing in Colorado. And Deion Sanders get a lot of credit, but we gotta wake it up. Deion Sanders, like you set this young man up for failure. No prenup. At the least you could have did was get him a prenup, at least a prenup. So now my man's ain't finna have no money. He about to get divorced. Shorty probably about to get knocked up within 3 months. Like, and she in a commercial with the Adidas commercial. So I just don't understand what we're doing. And then we on Twitter making jokes about him, but this could have easily been somebody else, nephew, cousin, son, or anything like that. And we let this non-black woman, because she's not fully black, and she coming up here and she finna finesse one of our greatest black athletes of all time. But we want to sit here and celebrate this heathen. That's what she is. But y'all go ahead. I don't want to hog the mic.
I think we celebrating like the love and that the marriage
Ain't
that they
no
got
love.
married in.
My man's ain't never had a baddie before. Ain't no love. That ain't love.
Is this confirmed that he ain't never had a baddie? Or
I talked to people.
They got together
He
when they
acts
was
like it for
16.
sure. You ain't see that
They
video?
got together at 16. He probably ain't had no other joints in his life for real. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He ain't had no
I
other
mean, he
joints.
loves her bad. Loves her down.
Yo, what should have happened? So, because I got a son, he's not at Travis Hunter level, but he's definitely gonna go to Division I. And I've been thinking, I was like, yo, because he ain't really into all that, right? Like the women, and that ain't really his focus. But I was thinking to myself, am I failing him as a father by not pitting him around some baddies like Boosie did his son, to where he lost his virginity to a stripper? Because maybe in a sense, I bet Boosie's son would never wifed up no chick named Leanna. Because Boosie's raising his kid right to where, again, that might be predatory to some, but at the end of the day, Boosie's son ain't wifing no chick named Leanna who got a bullshit tattoo sleeve going around her, Mexican. She Mexican and Dominican. At the end of the day, we gotta
Tattoo wrong
protect our
too?
home. What you say?
Yeah.
Tattoo wrong?
Yeah,
She
that's
got
a jail.
the whole
That's
sleeve.
a jailhouse tattoo. We already seen it. Come on. If you know about
Nah, I think that tattoo
jailhouse
is fire. I
tattoo,
ain't gonna hold you.
Mike, you
That
using
tattoo is pretty
Boosie
fire.
as the level of morality is kind of wild. I'm not gonna hold you.
what I would say, what that goes back to my original point. I bet you Boosie's son ain't wifing up no chick like Leanna.
And
That's
we
a
really
fact.
care what Boosie's son, what Boosie is doing for his son? Do we? Do
And we
we?
gotta think about too. Boosie did tell the world that like he will strap his son to the bed and have strippers come through and like do their thing. You feel me?
Wake it up.
But
This
Man,
who Mike want us
gotta be
to.
honest.
This who Mike want us to follow.
Hey man,
Mike
Like
wants us to platform this.
what I'm saying is specifically what Boosie's teaching his son is, hey, don't get fooled and fall in love with just a pretty face. Make sure the woman is quality. That young lady doesn't have quality attributes about herself. We seen her when they had the post game highlight, and she had the little fur on like she was an American gangster, and my man's was Frank Lucas and all that, and she wasn't even appreciative of that. She's talking about, oh, come on, Travis. You don't realize that my man's is the prize. You ain't shit. We don't know you. We don't care about you. Why are you here? We here for Travis. So again, we got to understand we failed him as a community. Like that, my man's is getting divorced in 2 years tops. That over and a half, they got it at 3.5. Stop it. 2 years. They're gonna be done. And at the end of the day, we on Twitter, we all making jokes about him. But this young man needs love in his life. Somebody to wrap his hands around, like, look, Travis, I know that's your first baddie and all that, but listen, look at this brother. You think this man is competing for a baddie? Look what he doing.
Yo,
This
when
is a
he did
cry for
the
help.
bunny hop, it was a wrap for me.
Come on.
When he did the bunny hop, it was a wrap for me.
Oh.
I ain't like that.
He
I ain't
looks
gonna hold
like
you.
zoom in on his face. If you zoom in on his face, he looks real happy. He looks very, very accomplished.
Yeah,
Hey, he
he
made
looked
it.
like a
Hey,
bozo.
he got the chick he wanted. He was in love. Hey, I
Nah,
feel
he
like
looked
he
like
did a good job.
Nah, we ain't doing
What's
that,
your thoughts
fam.
on it,
That ain't
Rashad?
doing
Because I want to hear you. Because I know you got some progressive thoughts that I'm not gonna like. Go ahead.
it. I think that's young love, man. I think they look in love. He looks like a goofy. I 100% a goofy. But I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it was
So,
beautiful. There was a video that was going around on Twitter, and he was walking up a young man's backyard. He seen the young man train him on a chair, and the light in that kid's eyes when he seen Travis, and he shook his hand, and that's the example that we need, along with being a good family man, along with being a college graduate, along with being an amazing athlete. The impact that he's having on our youth and our kids. Come on, man. We got to stop it, Mike. You
bro,
bogus.
he's 22 years old. So when he get divorced at 25, and she take half of that first year rookie deal, I guarantee you he won't go around smiling, grinning in because he don't know no better. These are
Who
kids.
died? Who died
My
because
man's brain ain't even fully developed yet. He ain't even fully
who
developed.
died
He don't
because
know
of
no
divorce,
better.
man? He gonna make more money. So what? Take a risk on love.
So
And he gonna take a risk
Take
on
a
love
risk
and
on love
5
for
later in
real.
Jesus' name.
no,
Mike is acting like this is not good fucking PR, man. Like, I really need him to stop. He's acting like he doesn't know why the girl was in the commercial. They obviously see that she's not great, right? That she's not a great person, but he's not willing to let her go. Again, you ain't see
Hold
how
on, hold
big
on.
his smile was?
So
We gotta figure out, how do we know she's not a great person?
that bitch ain't
Whoa, whoa,
shit.
whoa,
What
whoa,
we
whoa, whoa, whoa.
doing?
Hold
What
on,
we
hold on, hold on.
doing?
Hold on. What I mean by she's not a great person, in other words, like she is not good for business.
No,
Good.
no, it's not even just the
No, she's
business,
amazing for business. His endorsement's gonna go through the roof. She's amazing for business
Why do you
man.
say that?
It,
because
Ma-
businesses love family men.
Oh, no. That's my point though. They're rebranding her. And in essence, they're rebranding them. That's what I'm saying. Because he's gotten slack for the past how many months? How many
Hold up,
months because of her?
the marriage is rebranded them?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been probably the end of the season. When the season end for them? November, maybe from no.
late December or no late
Yeah,
basically
November, December till now.
The comments are killing me. Sorry.
Yeah,
no.
but
So
I
here's
don't think it's necessarily that deep. I think she is definite because she was on that video when they pulled up on the kid that was in his backyard. Like
here's the.
she there every
You
step
keep
of the
talking
way.
about this, Dan. We don't care about that little kid.
Is she there every step of the way?
No,
She
We
we
gotta
don't.
be,
should
y'all.
because that's
That's
the
a good
example.
woman.
At the end of the day, if y'all want a good wholesome woman and he wanted his image to protect himself, I hate to do this. He could have found him a good wholesome black woman or a good wholesome white woman. This little dirty little chick you done found,
She
we
both.
don't know if she's black, we don't know
But
if she's
you're
white.
not understanding
Hold
Mike.
on, hold
Mike.
on. Black man is talking right now, Pixie. Let me
Uh
finish.
okay.
Hold up, Mike. You tripping. Hold up.
Let me
Jesus
finish.
fucking Christ.
So
Have you been drinking?
I done had some wine in me. Yeah, wow, what's up?
You
not
gotta make
not
sure
him
now.
wine
You gotta make
drunk.
sure.
You get
I'm very
instead
passionate
of
about
Merlot
this
Mel,
because
it's Merlot Mike. Wake it up.
Merlot Mike.
hey,
Wake it up.
I see a young man who is lost. He has no guidance, and he's going to be very, very wealthy. And my thing is, we want to make, and I made jokes about him because I think he does look like a goofy. But at the end of the day, that's somebody's son. That's somebody cousin, nephew, all that type stuff. And we watching this man feel that girl is gonna drain him like she's on a porno draining some balls. That she's gonna
Wow,
drain him for
homoerotic.
everything.
As soon as we get in
Yeah,
Everything.
here.
that's super wow.
I want to let you guys know that he's like that young lady. And again, I don't know this young lady from a can of paint, but I know that's not good news for him. And I think as a community, we need to come together and we need to start a petition. I'm actually was working on this before.
Start
So
a
I went to
petition to get him divorced. You've
hold
got
on,
an
Pixie. The
annulment.
black man is almost done talking. I
Fucking
need you guys. I
Christ.
did create it. I went to petition.com and I said, we all need to sign this so Travis Hunter can see this so he can get a divorce. And it's saying, hey, Travis
But
Hunter
he
needs to
just
get a
got
divorce
married.
because we need to protect this young man. So
First, you
I'm gonna
had a
put that in the link.
GoFundMe for another young man on Twitter. Now you got a
Oh
petition for
shit.
Travis. Come on, man. What we doing?
Hey man, all heroes don't wear cape.
They wear hoodies.
Yes, exactly.
Apparently, New Balance hoodies too.
Wake it up.
Yo, Mike, I never want to hear you talk about Rashad in his 40s ever again, bro. You
Hey,
are
Mike,
on one.
he get loose off the wine. He
I'm
sound
just
like a
saying,
freak.
yo, we gotta protect our great blacks, and right now we did a poor job as a society. And Pixie, do you have anything to say about this? Because if not, we need to get this petition signed, and we need to focus on that, and then maybe we can go off to something else.
I think you're
I ain't signing
absolutely
it.
delusional thinking that people are going to sign a petition. You've got to be out of your goddamn mind, Mike. Listen, the
No, it's some
reason
people
why
that's
you
crazy as Mike. It's some folks as crazy as Mike that gonna sign it.
Yeah,
maybe,
I already
but
signed it.
I would hope that they're in the minority. My point is, obviously, their handlers obviously couldn't get him away from the girl. You see how big his smile is with her
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
backing
yeah.
his ass.
Let's wake that up.
Hold
So
on a second. A Dominican woman is talking.
okay,
Hmm.
we'll give
Yeah,
y'all like
hush
90
up.
more seconds.
So
You got
I am
sniper psycho
saying
over there. Wake it up.
Say what?
what I'm saying basically is if you obviously see that they try to, I would imagine that they try to, they're like, yo, she is no good for you. She is no good for business. Let's get her, like, y'all got to break up. And then he's like, nah, I'm going to stick by my woman. So obviously, because at the end of the day, you can't force him to do anything in that way. So they're like, I bet. So we're going to have to work it around. This is the work. In my opinion, this is the PR working.
Ain't no
And
PR. Why you keep talking about PR? What are we talking
because
about PR for?
because
This is
he's a
his. This is
celebrity,
his love.
he's
You talking
a
about
athlete,
handlers,
they have
PR?
PR.
This is this man's love life. What are you talking about?
Oh my god. So you don't think that this man that is worth how much? Can somebody give me the stat? How much he's worth?
If his
I
handlers
mean,
really cared,
he just signed
nah,
40
nah. If
something
his
mil.
handlers really
40
cared about
something
him,
mil. So you're going to tell me that somebody who's worth 40 something mil to the fucking NFL doesn't have handlers?
if
Please,
his,
Mike.
I'm saying if his handlers really cared about him, since he loved that girl looks like she's Dominican and Mexican, right? They would have got him with a Willow Rider type, one of his favorite porn stars,
Like,
and saying,
But he
hey,
obviously
hey,
didn't
hold
want
who's
on, hold
marrying a
that.
on.
porn star?
These are women that, again, if you just want to, because he's a medium ugly nigga. Some would say he's a small medium ugly nigga. Shout out to medium ugly niggas like myself. But like all he
Puglies.
really needed to do was just, hey, you clearly like chicks that look like this. Let's go find you a couple of IG models, porn stars that you can, that you like or whatnot. Let's not waste all your resources and more importantly, your money on this chick. This chick is draining him. Can y'all not see that?
Hold on,
Oh,
hold on,
somebody
hold on,
said
hold on,
that she
hold on, hold on,
appears to
hold on,
be
hold on.
pregnant.
Wow.
Mike, what you're saying is that a young man better off running around with porn than being married? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, Mike is, yeah. The
At
Merlot's
22,
kicking his
You
hold
ass.
on. At
lost
22 years old,
it,
absolutely.
Mike. You
At
The
lost the
20,
porterhouse is
plot.
at
kicking his
22,
ass.
at
No, you
22
lost it.
years old, absolutely,
Nah,
absolutely.
Oh, nah, man.
That
Come
is
on.
nah,
correct.
you lost the plot.
Nah.
You
Shout out
lost the
Jaden
plot,
Daniels, mom.
fam. That ain't it. That ain't it,
Yeah,
dog.
It
nah.
is.
Not
It is.
gonna hold
So,
you.
Mm,
Mac, are you going to agree with me
Wow.
on this topic?
So,
Because again, you might be the only person with common sense, Mac.
man, I'll tell you like this, man. We need to focus on celebrating their marriage because the warning's been out there. We tried to warn the young man. We tried to warn on what we saw. And as cousins and family members, if we tell you, hey, what we saw, and we not approve of it, and you still go make that decision, I'm happy right now for this young man because he got married. He doing the right way. That baby coming. That baby coming.
Now,
And
see,
when that baby
mhm.
comes, he
I
gonna
don't
change.
even I don't even agree with that. When y'all say, yeah, we only could tell people so much and they got to experience the trauma on their own. No, that's not what you do. As black men, we got to realize some of these kids, they gonna try to do whatever they want. Sometimes you gotta knuckle a little nigga up, sit him down and say, fam, yo, you not rocking with this girl no more. I see that you like women like this. You like women like this. So I'm gonna pull another little shorty so you can kick it with her, but you can't rock with her. That's how I'm gonna do my son. If my son
My,
was to ever do some goofy shit like this, I'm telling him firsthand, we not doing that. We not doing that.
so
Shout out
what
to
you
the
said? So
Goodell's.
what happens if the porn stars and all that? What if they start telling and running to the internet and talking about their interactions with Travis? Then what?
Don't we have so many
'Cause
instances
we've
that
seen
like that
too.
shit
We've seen
happens?
Mariah
Hold on,
Mills.
let me answer Rashad. Porn stars usually keep it P for the most part, right?
That is not
Mariah,
A
true.
Pixie,
Mariah Mills.
you don't have experience with porn stars that women. I'm telling you as a man who have dealt with a few and know a lot, right?
Oh my
That usually
God.
porn
Mariah
stars
Mills.
realize they realize that they're their own business. So if they're gonna go out and expose their clients, they won't get a lot more clients. So that's why they keep it P, right?
The London chick, she exposed Lil Baby. Mariah Mills exposed Zion.
Yeah.
We've seen it many times.
Mariah Mills isn't a real person. Have you seen that BBL? That's not a real human being.
Mike,
Why would a porn star?
fucking hell.
Why would you suggest a porn star? Why?
So
Out of
not
anybody, you
to
could have said
say-
a nurse.
No, I said I know what I'm talking about. I said a porn star for a reason. Another NFL player, AJ Brown, NFL champion. He just went on the podcast out here pandering to a bunch of women saying, "Hey, you know, a lot of my teammates, they got porn addictions with porn because they watch porn too much. They be paying for the porn stars and all that." Guess what? I bet you at 22 years old,
And you trying to get Travis in that.
that's better than being married at 22 years old. Absolutely. 22 years old,
No,
you
it's
shouldn't
not.
be married.
It's a lot of joints that didn't hold
He
it
should-
down.
Mike,
man.
He
We
should have
got to
called
just keep it a
AJ
bean.
Brown.
For what?
I'm
AJ
keeping
Brown
it a bean. I
married.
always keep it a bean.
Oh,
AJ
when
Brown
they in
just got
love and they
engaged.
really
AJ
want
Brown
you,
ain't
Now
22
what?
years old.
you said another, they gonna not keep it a bean.
Say that
Keep it
one more
a brick.
time, Matt.
I said, bro, when they in love and you break up with them, they're not gonna keep it a brick. It's gonna be over with.
Yeah,
And
she
we've
gonna be
seen it.
talking.
So what we talking
She
about?
gonna
That's
be
not a
writing
good
her
look.
book.
Every time we see it, we say he's a bozo. Every dude who gets exposed, we have that. Oh well, you know what you got into. You shouldn't have messed with her. Why you always going for the same women?
Why are you
y'all
fucking around with
rotating the
these
same
kind of
thing?
girls?
It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
But
And it's
Mike
not a
is
good
Mike
look.
is not. You're confusing me, Mike. Because let me get this straight. Your whole point is that she's not a wholesome woman, but then you want to get her with a less wholesome woman, which is a porn star.
She basically a porn star now. You ain't seen the videos that she was with those men. She was at the club dancing.
So you want to move her from a porn star to
Right.
another porn star?
She was at the party dancing on 4 niggas. They was taking a turn like they was running the train on her at the end of the day. Shorty, what's the difference between her and a porn star? And on top of that, I have intel that's saying she had an OnlyFans and she was a stripper.
Put it in the jumbo.
So yes, that bitch basically a porn
Put it
star.
in the jumbo for real.
Come on now, what are we doing?
Mike, that we already debunked that in the space that the OnlyFans was fake and it was doctored. Hold
on. Let me send this link, yo. Y'all think I'm playing? I ain't playing with y'all. I'm not playing.
Mike, he has a family now. Mike, he has a family now.
We went to a coding camp for 1 week.
In the meantime, while Mike goes ahead and looks for the link to put his bases, Doug says Cat Stacks did not hold it down, which is true.
It's a lot of
it's okay.
Didn't hold it down, and Mike know it.
Bro, when they in love,
Mariah Mills didn't hold it down according to Juju Wick.
They not holding it down.
We just Aisha what you call Eddie Edwards' baby mama. She damn near porn star. She didn't hold it down. She exposed everybody.
Yeah.
Man, at the end of the day, this young man is 22 years old. He just turned 21, not like a year ago, right? He should not be married. If he want to say, hey, yo, I want to be with this woman for, I'll say, okay, well, won't y'all maybe get married year 3 of you in the NFL or whatnot? That way, because she hasn't even been through the whole 7. So imagine this, right? Just think about this. Y'all ever watch the game? So imagine, he's on a roll.
This
He
nigga
leaves
said
Friday. He goes to play. Hold on. He goes to play Kansas City, right? She's in Jacksonville, right? She called her friends over, whatever. Now her friends invite some niggas over. They all over there kicking it. Now she out here cheating on this nigga by Saturday. Y'all don't think the chances of her cheating on this nigga while he's on a roll, like caring about my fantasy team and trying to win a game, and she out here getting fucking drunk by a bunch of niggas in Jacksonville? Come on, I just don't see what y'all don't see. This is a bad spot for him. That young man needs to divorce her right away because you can't trust a woman like that. You just can't.
Mike, by your logic, By your logic, nobody should be married because for work, you have to leave the house. There is going to be times in where that woman's going to be by herself. By your logic, nobody get married.
Well, Av just said it because, again, clearly you guys' brain aren't understanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying, it's better to be with a hoe, a porn star, someone who does that line of work for her profession than being with an undercover hoe. That bitch, Leanne, sorry for calling her the B word. She's a slut bag, a cum bucket. She's a bop, a thought, whatever you want to call her. That's what she is.
What at you? Y'all talking on both sides of your mouth because on one hand you said that she's bad for his image. It's okay to have a hoe.
I'd rather Travis get a hoe than to be with an undercover hoe. Do you get what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
And what about his image?
I want to know. I want to know, Mike. Is Middle America going to fucking buy that shit, bro? Because at the end of the day, it's Middle fucking America that's going to be tuning into him every fucking Sunday.
Middle America buys Anthony Edwards products all the time, and he got 6 baby mamas and told them to get a Plan B and abortion. And he said send a video. I bet your ass still buys Sprite.
His shoes on sale right now, $79.99.
What are we doing?
$79.99 on sale.
Y'all don't give a fuck what these niggas do.
His shoes at Ross. His shoes at Ross right now.
I got some of them. Shout out to AE. They comfy. Hey man, like I said,
you gonna blow your other Achilles.
Sure. To pin a ball on this tie, it seems like I'm on the right side of history, which is kind of always the right way for me. So if you guys agree with Mike, put a W in the chat and say, the W is for saying you agree with me. And if you agree with Rashad and Pixie, Rashad and Pixie, put an L in the chat, right? So yeah, do you think
L? Jesus fucking Christ!
Mike got washed as usual. Wake it up.
Okay, speaking of marriages, just want to speak to marriages more. Another marriage that we've seen that's failed because a black man's not being a man, trying to hold down a woman while she's in prison. You can't even make this movie strip up in Tubi. He tried to hold her down in prison for 7 years. She came out and she was a bop and a thought because she's a cum bucket. So at the end of the day, shout out to Papoose and shout out to Remy Ma. We have way too many progressive men. In no way in history a man is going to hold down his chick while she's in prison for 7 years, and then she get out, and just like a Tubi movie, she started cheating on the nigga with a nigga named Easy the Block Captain.
And they look the same.
No,
what's your thoughts on that, Rashad?
I think she was cheating way before that. He said she was cheating with a woman. She was cheating with a lot of. In my opinion, listen, you gotta be nice. You can't be too nice. And he was too nice. Listen, holla at me when you get out of jail. I'm not taking care of your son while you in the big house. Now I mean, holla at your boy, and we can see what happens. He gonna take all the backlash at first, but at least he ain't gonna be heartbroken in the end like he is. He trying to make it seem like he's straight now, but nah, fam. You got
that strong ass woman, and he said, let's go to therapy
again. Huh? What'd you say?
I said he got that strong ass woman with Carissa. He don't even like her. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
World champion.
He definitely got a type.
As a nigga who done dated some girls to have a place to lay your head in my past life, maybe once or twice. That nigga is doing that because he need a place to lay his head. He don't like
Papoose is a homosexual?
He don't like that girl.
Papoose is a homosexual?
A world champion? You ain't gonna want the world champion?
6 figures, man.
Homosexual, man. This is crazy, man.
What is bro? Papoose makes 6 figures at least, and not one. Not
he just said he just said he on the board for fucking what's that the distribution app? Not TuneCore. That nigga got a good job.
Niggas lie every day. Niggas
what is he talking about?
Hold on. Niggas was telling me Ja Rule was rich. And then he was out here doing that fried steam or whatever, that fire festival or whatever.
He said that wasn't his fault.
So I ain't trying to hear that shit. These niggas, just because y'all think they got money, don't mean they got money. That nigga land. He fucking with old girl because he need a rich.
Is he Drake? No. Is he making quality money? Yes. he's not making 50, 60,000. He's making more than that. And even with 50, 60,000, you still can have a decent living. What are we talking about, bro?
In New York?
What does broke mean?
In New York?
What does broke mean? Do they live in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Country to me.
Hold on. Let me so because I'm low key on the side of Remy Ma, even though she's a cum bucket. The fact of
Jesus
the matter
Christ.
is you on this woman's insurance, right? She made it seem like you don't pay no bills. You ain't pay for the lawyer retainer, right? So what are you doing? You out here again.
Why are you quick to believe what she talking about?
Okay, hold up, y'all. You must heard her side of the story, right? You didn't hear his side of the story.
What she talking about?
Yeah.
Because in his video, he said he paid for everything, put up the house, and when he got a bag just to make sure she was
name ain't on that deed.
So who lying?
His name ain't on that deed.
You seen it?
Because if his name was on a deed, he would have showed the paperwork.
In the house. He's still in the house, Mike.
Why are you gonna show us paperwork on the live?
Hey man, I'm telling y'all what the real Remy Ma ain't lying about this, man. At the end of the day, like I said, he on this lady's health insurance and all that, because clearly she's making the most money. Obviously, we can all agree with that. He didn't pay the lawyer retainer, and at the end of the day, this is how I know this nigga's a fucking bum ass nigga. You waited 7 years for a woman to get out of prison, and now you dealing with let me call her damn near a nigga who boxing and shit because she got money and shit. No, you ain't got a lot of money, so that's why you dealing with these women that you probably not that attracted to. Even though I think Remy Ma look good and shit, and you just trying to fuck with her because you need a place to stay.
So what type of woman should he deal with? What type of woman should he deal with?
I mean, whatever his preference is. I doubt that's his preference.
That's his preference.
Nah, bro. This is why it's their preference. Remy and Pap, they literally broke up and got two people that look just like who they were dating, who they was married to. The fuck?
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's because Remy Ma is a strong black woman, and she can pick. She don't want to deal with no nigga who got the same amount of motion or money as her. So she gonna deal with a nigga that she can control because she like niggas she can control.
All the dudes that she can control look like.
Yeah, yes.
He wouldn't got Papoose Jr. Yeah. He's a black captain. That's his twin.
Yeah, and she paid Papoose Jr. his bills because she's a battle rapper, right? And she paid that man paycheck. How he survives and shit.
She just said he make $250 a year.
She paid that paycheck.
If Easy the Block Captain make $250 a year, Papoose is in the same vicinity. He's in the same vicinity.
I don't know what Papoose do. I ain't heard no shit about him.
Bro, let's be real. Remy didn't bounce up. Remy went down, and Papoose went up and got a world champion.
Hold on. Y'all niggas don't watch women's boxing. Stop it. Y'all acting like she the fucking Floyd Mayweather or something. Like she getting all this money and shit. The fuck
out of here. She Mike Tyson.
Fuck out of here.
She is the Puerto Rican Mike Tyson.
She make it.
Fuck out of here.
He making 7 figures.
Nobody watching no women's boxing like that.
She making 7 figures.
I'm trying to find.
I would definitely with
she's in her twins
endorsements. With prize money,
come on,
she's
gang.
The biggest draw in the sport.
Y'all telling me this what he attracted to? Yeah, come on, man.
Let me go look it up, Mike. You tweaking, Mike. Mike, let me go look it up.
Bugged.
I say Remy Ma look good. She got that little surgery and shit. She a baddie. I'll fight for her. But come on, Papoose doing this because he need a place to stay. Come on, he ain't out here like Stephon Diggs out here catching something that's a baddie. You feel me?
True love. He even said it. He said it in the video. He moved on. Papoose in love. You a hater. I never seen nothing like that.
Remy Ma just said the other day that the nigga was trying to come home, trying to eat the box and shit, trying to make a family and shit again. So we not gonna believe Remy Ma? We just gonna believe a nigga named
listening to women.
Hey,
when you listen to what women say.
In this incident, I believe Remy Ma. I don't believe Papoose.
Yeah, you bogus. That's why. That's why your brain is fried. Look at her. That's a quality part down the middle of her head. Wake it up.
Hold on. No,
I'm in the opinion that these are both goofies, and I think personally they're both fucking. I think there's a lot of both truths being told and a lot of lies being told at the same time. That's what I think personally. I think that like he was definitely cheating. That I think they were both like living their their own lives, and until somebody basically was playing like somebody took it too far. Basically, I think it was Remy Ma with that fucking Christmas picture. I think that's what
Let me
happened.
wake it up, because
You trying to tell me this not a baddie right here?
hold on, Matt, because we gotta set the stage. If your woman make more money than you, she can cheat on you. Just like if a nigga make more money than a woman, she can cheat on him, right?
No,
Yo, I need
Mike.
this
Gotta keep
on
it a
wax.
buck.
No.
This
Mike
nigga
No.
Mike Will
fuck
admitted
that.
this.
Fuck that. It's a reason. She can cheat on Papoose because she runs that household. That's why it's important. If you be with someone,
Yo,
if you
somebody
be with
please take
somebody,
down
you
this
gotta run that household.
9:18 Eastern Standing Time. What today is? The 27th? The 25th?
26. You're not
The
locked in.
26th, May 26th. Mike Will said
I know
that
what I said.
if you make more money than your man, you can cheat on him. Wake it
Yeah.
up.
Nah, Mike,
Y'all
that
don't
ain't
agree?
it. That ain't it. I don't
Hey,
think. No, I don't think that's cool,
hey, man.
because that means ain't like we making the exact
Most
same salary.
relationships, people cheat.
What is we talking about,
Most
Mike?
relationships, people cheat. If you look up just in marriages, right? Why people leave those marriages is usually because of cheating or money. Why do you think that is?
Oh, it was cheating. This was cheating.
Right.
It was not money. It
This
was
one
cheating.
pertains to cheating, but I bet you the money aspect also. Again, it says like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to cheat on you because
No,
nigga, you ain't
because
got
she
no
was
other better
texting that
place to
man.
go.
Nah, she was texting
This
that
nigga
man talking about
Papoose
she
is a
wanted to come
loser,
home.
bro. This nigga seen the Christmas picture. He talking about, yeah, I wanted to try to make it work because we got a daughter together. If you don't give me that fuck ass nigga shit, nigga, if you a real nigga, you would have walked out that day. As soon as I seen the Christmas picture, I don't give a fuck if I ain't got no place to go. I'm going to live on a box in New York or some shit. I'm not staying with a
Mike, you
bitch who
not
out
no
here getting
stump
piped
down
down by another
hellified
nigga.
nigga, man.
Man,
Mike,
hey,
let me
y'all, that's
Mike,
hey, y'all,
Hey,
again. It's on y'all. Yeah, I got it.
no joint ever cheated on you, Mike, and you stayed. I know you stayed.
No,
I know it. You soft.
That's
no.
not.
Y'all know my story. I'm pretty open and honest with my story. The bitch, the shorty I was dealing with, she was like, she was pregnant by another man because I'm a real man. Shout out to me. As soon as she said, "Yo, I want to go back outside, do my thing," I'm off you, shorty. I was talking to
You
shorty
begged her
last
not
night.
to.
No,
You
I
cried
never
and begged
begged
her
her. I
not to,
left.
Mike.
I left. I said, hey, go out and do your thing. But this
Mike,
ain't for
you
me.
should have left when she said that baby was. You should have left when she said that baby wasn't yours.
Nah,
But you over there
I knew
kissing
it
her
wasn't my
stomach and
baby
reading her
though.
bedtime story.
I know.
Stop. You should have left.
I ain't stay.
Bogus.
But what you think about it, Mac? Y'all, I mean, again, y'all like them cum buckets. So go ahead, tell me what
bro,
y'all think.
I'll keep it real with you, right? You know what I'm saying? A real stump down hellfire nigga, like y'all said, not gonna come back, right? But every man not the same. There's not a monolith, like what y'all like to say. That nigga probably was a real nigga. Was like, bro, I just made, because think about it, you just made a baby with this person, right? Why would you really like? Why would you just leave like that? You know what I'm
Fuck them
saying? Like,
kids.
huh?
Fuck them
Fuck the
kids.
kids.
Y'all think niggas stick around and take care of some fucking kids because a bitch cheating? As soon as
But
I know a bitch cheating, I'm gone.
Wait a
and
second,
Mike,
Mike.
you
You know
I
that's
need
lying,
a
not
little
man.
girl.
true. Come
Mike, you
on,
lying,
man.
dog.
What do you mean? How
You
you gonna
lying.
tell me how to live my life? I don't do that shit. A
Mike,
bitch cheat on me,
Mm.
because
I'm gone.
Mike, you wanted to wife a chick that had somebody else's baby.
That's a different
Stop.
situation. You try
No, you
again. You trying to make
tender.
it seem like
You
I knew the girl was
tender.
pregnant by another man.
That's even worse.
Nah.
You tender. And
Stick
that's fine.
stick on
It's
topic.
okay.
Stick on topic.
Stop acting like you just this stomp down hell of a nigga. No, you gonna take your L in peace, like a lot of these niggas be taking their L in peace.
I
You gonna
disagree.
shut your mouth just like Papoose did, and you gonna take your L and you gonna try to make it work. You gonna go to therapy and hope that it turn out good. Stop.
Go to therapy. Get the fuck out of here.
That's exactly what he did. Took his L. Come on, man. We gotta
That's what
get
you
to
think,
it, Mike.
Rashad.
Yeah, you ain't that. We know it. We know it.
Hold on. So
You're gonna be sliding down the wall crying.
Hey, listen, Rashad. I'm not a tender dick ass nigga like y'all. If y'all if y'all with that tender shit, ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's how you choose to live your life, salute to you, my brother. I'm not with that though. I run a tight ship. My program is a tight ship. You can't do none around this bitch. You feel me?
Real strict.
Real strict.
And how strict is strict?
Hey,
Yeah, word.
hey, bitch can't even text a nigga around me.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Come
That
on.
work friend, that
Come
work
on.
husband shit, that shit over with. If a bitch accept a lunch from a work nigga, hey, get your shit and leave my house. That's how I'm coming.
Stop. You can't cook. You ain't sending no money.
Hey man, I can provide the lunch money though.
She need to eat. She hungry.
Provide the lunch money. I'll tell you that much.
Lunchables. She
Hey man,
needs some food.
I just think as a culture, you know, I mean, I don't. That's a nasty comment, Ed. I can see your shit. I just think, as a culture, we got to do a better job, as men. Papoose, he's everything that I hate. As in when I see a man, like Papoose, I see a weak man. You waited around 7 years to deal with a woman who then didn't appreciate that because you're not a real man. She would. I bet you Remy Ma would have stayed around and been loyal to a man that would have been like, yeah, Remy Ma, you going to prison? I can't fuck with you, but we can be friends type shit. But like when you go wait 7 years and say, yeah, I ain't gonna cheat, I ain't gonna do none of that. That makes you look like a weak man. It does.
But she said that he was cheating, though.
You think that nigga didn't cheat in 7 years? You
Yeah,
think
she said that he was cheating.
We don't. He didn't say he was cheating.
So
we don't know
what?
we don't know if he was cheating.
They both said that, like, oh man, they both said that they were both
I'm not gonna
cheating.
talk on Cuz name, but
If you in
fuck that
jail,
nigga
it ain't
Papoose.
cheating. If you in jail, it ain't cheating.
bro,
What we talking
she
about?
in jail.
What we
Hey
talking
man,
about?
at the end of the
How
day,
pretty she got in jail?
that's even
If
worse.
I'm out
So
here,
that makes my
if
case.
you in jail and I'm out here taking care of your son that ain't even mine, yes, I'm a cheat. Wake it up.
Damn, he did it. He
So-
had an
Yeah.
extra kid.
Yeah.
Nah.
But he can't
That's
be
why when
mad.
that's why when she got on there talking about he a deadbeat, how he a deadbeat? He take care of a kid that not even his. What we talking about?
That's
He gonna
not
take
even
care of
his,
that kid,
exactly.
but then when
Yeah.
you get out of jail, he just gonna not take care of his own. Like, stop it! You're a liar.
So you think Remy Ma's in the wrong here?
100%.
Can we get you on record?
100%. She doing the oldest trick in the book. She going by the playbook. She going with the deadbeat dad, and she going with the book. Now, I mean, she didn't go with the domestic violence or the sexual assault yet. She going with those other two. Come on, man, stop.
I don't know how Mike can be for Hunter and then have this take on Papoose literally in less than 20 minutes.
What you mean?
I feel like they're both the same type of guy, according to you.
The life isn't black and white. It's always nuance in every conversation. That's the problem with y'all women. Y'all don't understand that.
Don't do that.
Hold on. You think
Yo,
I gotta stand in this line my whole life. Life is
Porterhouse
about
is kicking his ass.
yeah, and that
Oh
black
man, the
love
wine
shit.
definitely
Another
tickling
thing.
Mike.
Shout out P Money. That black love shit. Y'all need to go get some fucking refunds for them bullshit sweaters and hoodies they used to sell y'all. Cause y'all knew that hoe ain't care about that nigga. Talking about black love. Get the fuck out of here.
No, black love still exists. It exists.
Listen, I'm not defending Remy nor Papoose. I already said that I think they're both goofy. I'm just saying, Mike, I don't know what leg you're standing on because I feel like they're both kind of the type of guy. They both seem goofy, really gullible, really, I believe my woman, I love my woman, and I'm gonna do blah blah blah. And maybe there's some kind of benefit that Hunter, even that we are not privy to, that he's gaining from being with this girl. Well, you know what? Yeah, we are. This is the first bad bitch that he has. So maybe, Mike, I don't understand. Like, that's what I'm just trying to see. How can you be okay with Hunter and his situation and go to bat for him, but you're
Cause
digging
one nigga is 20.
Papoose back?
No, get the fuck out of here, Pixie. One nigga's 22 years old. This other nigga's probably 40 something, grown as shit, and he don't know how to run his household. He's a lazy piece of shit bum. And that's what Remy Ma said too, was real. She said that nigga's lazy. She's on his fucking insurance. He ain't got what the fuck this nigga Papoose got going for himself? I ain't heard from Papoose in a while.
Mike,
She talking about,
I keep telling you what he has going for himself.
Man, that nigga ain't got shit going. I ain't
That's
heard about
the
it.
question. He is an executive at TuneCore, fam. He's making bread. What are we talking about? Y'all
He
niggas
made more
act like
bread
we
than
don't
her.
see him on TV. You act like we don't see him on
TuneCore is
TV when he's
very,
broke.
very lucrative.
I used to submit my
there.
music to TuneCore. That's how you. If you're an artist, you submit your music to TuneCore, and they're the one who distribute it to all the DPs, and then they pay you. That's what TuneCore is. He's an executive at TuneCore. You try to see him in the movie and the blogs, and if you don't see him in the blogs, then he ain't making no money. That's stupid.
I never said that. I never said that.
On the internet, it ain't real type nigga. Stop.
Hold on, why the audio?
That's what you're
sound
insinuating.
Like that, man?
He didn't have any money because you don't see it.
I'm saying that because that's what Remy Ma said. She said the nigga's a brokey. Simple. Y'all need me to do the TikTok dance? He's a brokey. Well, like, you understand that? And now
It's a fairy. It's not here, brokey. I'm a fairy.
Right. It's another one. It's on TikTok. I think I seen my little niece doing it. Said it was like a brokey or some shit. But shout out to the I'm a fairy too.
Yo, Kitchen is stupid. Papoose is a legend. Plus, he can make a tight fist and make it crumble ridiculous.
Y'all got any other marriage shit? Because again, some of y'all before y'all decide to get married and all that, talk to a pastor, talk to a deacon, talk to me. Just talk to me, and I'll let you know if you should get married. If Travis Hunter hit my line, he said, "Hey, big bro, what you think? Should I marry Leanne?" I would have told him. I said, "Hey, brother, I know you love this young lady and all that, but maybe give it another year or two. Maybe y'all should go to therapy. Maybe she should work on not trying to embarrass you in the public light." But y'all just be
why are you for Travis therapy? But when I said Papoose went to therapy, you said that was bogus.
Because Papoose don't run his household. Papoose don't run his household. That's why.
Nah.
Therapy ain't
money don't determine whether you run the house or not.
Mindset of you running your household.
Money don't determine whether you run the house or not.
I never said that, but Papoose clearly don't run his household if his bitch was at another nigga household for Christmas, taking pictures and shit. Oh, look, this and shit. They was hugging this shit, had like 5 gifts in the back of the tree. Why she went with her kids and Papoose? Because Papoose don't run his household. You get what I'm saying? It's important.
They had broke up. They had broke up.
So
I don't see the difference.
Go ahead. Because I got one for you. I don't see
the difference between him sitting under that Christmas tree with that young woman and you holding another young woman's stomach with somebody else's baby in it. Wake it up. What's the difference? What's the difference?
Hey, so Rashad, that was really good. What I would say is, if Papoose said, "Hey, I'm gonna hold you down while you in prison for 7 years," if he ran his household, Shorty would have been like, "Yo, I'm gonna hold you down, even though I really don't care about you no more and shit like that. And I'm not gonna pit on Instagram with another nigga I'm at his house and shit for Christmas. I'm gonna do Christmas with you and the family." You know what I mean?
Nah, fam. Nah.
Okay, got you.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. They broke up.
Understand?
They was going through situations. They broke up. That picture isn't indicative of him not running his household. You just like one of these hoes out here. Oh, if your money ain't right, then you don't run the household. Stop.
Hey man, at the end of the day, it's important to run your household. So I think we're gonna put a nail on the topic. If y'all want to agree with me, you could just put Solo in the chat.
Nah, I'm the real Solo. Stop. I'm the real Solo. You a fake one. You
whoever just called me soft as hell, that was very disrespectful. We did not acknowledge your comment. But what I would say is, if y'all agree with me, put W's. Actually, I'll take the L's. If you agree with me, put an L in the chat. And if you don't agree with Mac and Rashad here for some reason, don't know why y'all would want to agree with them, put a W in the chat.
Fist in the air. Put a fist in the chat if you agree with me. Let's get to it.
Yeah, your
Let's
hands
get
don't
to
look
it.
like they
It's
6
in
feet,
there.
by the way. Let's wake it up. All right. So I follow this
Why are you
page.
measuring my hand?
I got we're gonna do a quick rapid fire, right? Actually, no, we're gonna do this life advice. I seen this on Twitter, so this is not my shit. Mac, I'm gonna send this to you. And this just furthers my point of how women can be very manipulative. Let me not say that.
Manipulative. That's the
Y'all,
word. Yo, that porterhouse
thanks.
wine is
Yeah,
kicking you,
one more
Yeah,
time,
I
kicking
Mike.
offer
your
good
One
wine.
more time.
ass.
You got a heavy
Hold on,
tongue.
Mac. I want you to play this on the screen. Hold on.
Mike, you
I
not
seen
tech
this.
savvy?
This
You don't know
shit.
how to put stuff on the screen? CPS ain't wake it up.
You trying to
Man,
screen share?
you guys are funny. Mac, I just sent it to your phone. But yeah, man, not to keep like just because I want to let y'all know. I don't think every woman's a bad woman. I just think a lot of women, they just need to understand your program, you know, and if they agree with that, that's on them. Yeah, y'all, that word did with my ass in real time. So, did you get that? Man?
Yeah, I got it. I'm trying to stream it.
All right. So, quick life advice, right? I don't know why y'all not agreeing with me,
Oh,
but that's kind of
brother, we
odd.
don't need that.
I had a quick little life advice
We
this
don't need
past
that.
weekend or whatever. And it was actually with my older brother. Hopefully he's not watching this. This is I don't have to prove myself to get you. So my brother was saying, this nigga told me the other day. He was like, yeah, you know, this is another man who doesn't run his household, by the way. 2 BMs like myself. Shout out to the niggas with 2 BMs, fist in the air for 2 BMs, 1, 2, right? If y'all niggas ain't got no kids, get in the field. But what I would say is, he called me. He said, hey, you know, our nephew is about to, you know, move to another city. I said, you gonna let your this is first BM. I said, you gonna let your first BM do that? And he's like, oh yeah, you know, she kind of got control. I said, how you let that happen? Because again, he don't run his program. Me, I would never let that happen to me. But he says, yeah, so he gonna, you know, she gonna move. And he's like, he was kind of sad about that. And I was like, well, yeah, you know. And then he was telling me about his marriage and all that. Oh, he was telling me about his marriage and all that. And I was like, he told me, he was like, yeah, you know, that's one of the main reasons why I want this marriage to work out. Because I be asking, I was like, bro, is you happy with your marriage? Because sometimes he don't be looking happy, but he be like, yeah, you know, sometimes I don't necessarily be the happiest, but I want to make it work because of the kids and shit. But again, if he was a strong, and this again, I love my brother to death. He's a great man, but if he was a strong black man, he would put his foot down and tell his first BM, like, look, I want full custody. You're not taking my son nowhere type shit. But he don't have that control over her, which is important, again, to get women on your program, because the fact she think she can do that is a problem. And then on top of that, to cater towards it more, now he in a marriage where he's still trying to figure it out with the young lady and all that. And she's a beautiful, shout out to what would that be, my sister-in-law, I guess, sister-in-law, whatever. She's cool and shit, but like it's always a push and tangle because she make more money, which goes back to my larger point. Don't date people if they're not in your same bracket, tax range, or whatnot, because they gonna always feel like they run you, and he don't understand that. Now, Mac, this let's go to that video. That was a nasty comment, Kitchen. I'm on you.
Women have no idea where they stand in relation to men. Women can't see themselves. You can't see that your value goes down dramatically as you compete with other women to give up all your value. You actually knock your value down, right? And then when you get in these relationships, you become a headache in these relationships because the ego is so big. You think you're the prettiest person in the world, and then you got the nastiest attitudes in yourself. Then men, even if they wanted to play this monogamy game, women make it hard for men to even be monogamous. You make it hard for a man to not want to look at another woman because at the end of the day, a man's natural habit is to look at other women, is to pursue multiple women. If he gonna play the monogamous game, ma'am, you got to give a very good reason why he wouldn't look at another woman, because his natural instinct is to. Women give men a million reasons to look elsewhere with their attitude. Women.
What y'all think about that?
Yeah, we ain't even need to see the rest of that. That shit was bogus. That I seen that video earlier today. It tracks. It tracks that that's something that stuck out to you for make you want to bring that on the broadcast. Dog, going back to you,
think about
Mike,
the video?
you understand that I think it's bogus, brother, man.
Oh, what do you want to talk about with my brother? Go ahead.
Listen, you do understand that you don't have control over people, right? If that young woman wants to leave for a better opportunity, a better job, or what, he can better provide for that child because they are not together. What is about he need to have a control and put on the program? What we talking about? What we saying?
So
Rashad,
again,
we know that Mike doesn't understand that though.
I do. First of all, hold on. First of all,
and why are you so infatuated with dating losers? Get somebody who's just broke and destitute. Step your bars up. Get your program up.
Ouch.
Because if your program really a woman that still made more money than you, she'll follow suit. If your program really was hit, dang. So that's why you got to get some folks that ain't got nothing to do, that ain't got nothing, no business about themselves, because your program flawed.
So that's your perspective. Maybe I want to deal with a woman who's not a finished product, right? Because maybe I enjoy being a big influence in people's life to see them, expire to, they saying y'all Wi-Fi fucked up. Is this me? Can y'all hear me?
No, not you. I think something going on with Rashad. I don't know what he using,
Yeah.
but it's something ain't working.
Got you. But they were saying, yeah, it's important to. I'd rather see. I'm okay with dating a woman who's not a finished product. The problem is a lot of women, they want to date men that are finished products. Not all, some, the majority, I would probably say, if you ask me truthfully. I'm okay with dating a woman who's not a finished product. I would probably prefer to date a woman who's not a finished project, because I can have such big influence in her life. And make sure she reaches her goals and everything that she wants, and things like that, and things of that nature.
I have a question for you, Mike. I have a question for you. So,
what's the question?
Damn it, it's so sad. I'm sorry. My question is, fucking left.
Let's say you agree with me. Sometimes we ain't always
agree with you. Trust me, I don't. Let me get back to you. Go, Rashad. Maybe you got something to tell this man.
I mean, let me hop in real quick, man. Y'all talking about all that weird ass shit. It just, man, I forgot my point. Fuck. Y'all got it.
Okay,
that's keep going, bro. Listen, I'm hot right now. Mike, what advice did you give your brother when he told you that, fam? Because I know it wasn't she needed program. What advice did you give?
First of all, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I told him specifically, I said, yo, you need to go ahead, take her to court, see if you can adjust the because they already went to court. Try to see if you can get full custody, or you can just talk to her and say, hey, it's important for you to raise your son, because as a black man, she can't teach him how to be a black man. And it's because my brother's a very successful black man. He just dated a woman that makes way more than him.
Never gonna happen.
Okay, so hold on. That was the advice I told him. Or I told him, I said, maybe because he wants to be part of his son's life, and I absolutely love that and respect that. I said, maybe you talk to your current wife and say, hey, it might be ideal if you and your family up and move to where they gonna be, or maybe closer, because if once she move, it's gonna be, instead of right now they look like 40 minutes apart. Once they move, it's gonna be like 3.5 hours apart, and I know that's gonna make him sad. So looking out for him and his best
3.5
interest.
So
hours.
Mike,
I thought you
I
were
have
talking about
now.
across
I
the
have
country.
to. Oh man, my bad. Go Rashad. Go. I'm sorry, my bad.
The fuck?
Say that one more time,
No,
Rashad.
it's all good. I thought Mike was talking about across the country. You talking about 3.5 hours, fam? Nothing.
That's hold on. The way we grew up, that's something for us because we all want our kids close. I mean, my son lives about 2 hours from me, and I hate that. And I'm actually doing some stuff right now that's gonna cut that 2 hours to where it might be, very much closer, or my son just gonna live with me full time. So like, you can say, like, again, you think that's not a long time, which hey, if that's your perspective, that's your perspective. But I disagree. I want to be in my child's life, and I want to be in a close vicinity, so I can always be around. You can't 3 hours. You say 3 hours. My nephew plays baseball and stuff like that. My older brother is not getting to one of those games in 3 hours. He won't be able to get them as consistently as he is now. Like, we got to wake it up.
I thought
Be
you was talking
honest.
about New York, California type. I thought they was moving from Chicago to
No,
damn
they
Vegas or
only moving
something.
like
Like
3
nigga,
hours
what?
away. 3 hours away. It's the principle
Yeah,
though that my brother wants to be like, he wants to be active, a part of his son's life. So like, if you want to do that, you either gonna tell your current wife, hey, as a family, this is what's best for her best. But the thing is, his current wife got a kid by her previous marriage too. So that's a little bit difficult. But or you gonna say, hey, you gonna tell your first kid's mom that I want full custody. How
Well,
can we
Mike,
make this work where it works best for me?
I have a question for you, Mike. Didn't you say in a good couple times, and tell me if I'm wrong, and I'm breaking a little bit of the fourth wall here, or fifth wall. Um, aren't you open to moving
Yeah,
yourself?
I am. But so where I move next, I'm taking my son with me.
Right, but the whole thing is, isn't that kind of like what you would be like? Isn't that parting ways exactly what you're trying to avoid your brother doing?
But
Am I
I'm telling
wrong?
him to move his family closer to his son, so they can have that they grow up with, obviously, their brothers and sisters, but more importantly, he grows up with his son. He actually can be part of his
that's
his day to
definitely
day.
unreasonable.
You think
And
that's
then,
It's
unreasonable?
unreasonable.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the life but again, if he's telling me, yo, that's a big part of my life, I'm a solution-based person. I'm not gonna be like and sit there and be like, oh, this is fucked up or whatever. I'm telling you, solution-based, these are your couple of options that you have. Now, if you want to choose those options, that's up to you. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, because yeah, Shorty's gonna move regardless. If he can't convince her to move, then yeah, you're gonna have to convince your current wife that you at least got to bring that up to her, because that, him being part of his son's life makes him happy.
That's unreasonable because his current wife also has a life and a family, and she also has children and a job. You just said she make more money than him. She has a job. She has all of these things as well. And then y'all gonna move, and then when they move, he's still not gonna have full custody of the child anyway. So y'all gonna move just to get weekends, make the travel more convenient. You still only gonna get them on weekends anyway.
Guess what?
That doesn't make sense.
So that's a beautiful thing you just said. I'm very glad that you said that. The problem is, when you preach love and happiness, what they don't tell you about love is compromise and sacrifice. So if she loves my brother enough, which I know she does, she's gonna be willing to compromise and sacrifice, because she knows what makes him happy. What makes him happy is him being around his kid. So if she
Nah,
loves
if
him
she
like
the
she claims she
breadwinner,
does,
like
which
you
I
tried to
believe she
make it
does.
seem like, if she was the one that was bringing the bacon home and making all the money, nah, I'm not leaving my job just so that weekend travel can be more
Now,
convenient.
hold
No,
on
how
a
about
second. Okay,
if you really got a program and it's 3 hours away, how about you tell your baby mama come an hour and a half, you come an hour and a half, and y'all exchange the child right there on Friday
Nah, we
afternoon,
ain't
and then
doing that.
Sunday y'all do the same thing.
Nah.
How about that? If your program
I
real,
disagree.
but we're not about to uproot the kids that's in the house. We're not about to uproot making all the money and bringing the money in the house and then making her leave her family just so you can more convenience. No, fam.
it's just unrealistic. It's an unrealistic situation. Like, it does not make any sense, Mike, for them to go ahead and do that. It is not conducive. is. There's no way that is a functional situation. It doesn't make any sense. Like Rashad was saying, like if she's a breadwinner, if like the situation, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest. If I am gonna go ahead and follow a man's program, right, and he does not make more than me, I'm sorry, I'm not moving across whatever the hell state lines. I'm
That's
not
because
moving.
you're not willing to make a sacrifice for your man, though.
I am willing to make a sacrifice, but if it doesn't make sense,
I told y'all, hold on, I told you my thinking before on this. If you're in a long distance relationship, you're not even in a relationship for real. You're not. You can convince yourself and lie and say, yeah, I'm in a relationship. No, you're not in a relationship. You're not in a relationship because you're not committed to that relationship. Because if you was committed to that relationship, you wouldn't be in a long distance relationship.
But
you're
Mike,
in a penthouse
what
ship
I'm not
every once
saying,
in a while you get fucked.
I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about that in particular. I'm saying that in this situation, because like you're conflating the two. I'm saying in this situation.
I mean, you brought it up. I was just answering you. Hey, I was answering you.
No, because I'm saying in this situation, it doesn't make sense. It's not a conducive situation. Like it doesn't make sense. You want me to go ahead and follow you to the pits of the earth, and the pits of the earth is like not. It is a worse situation that we're in right now. This is
if you want your man to be, if you want your, again, my brother, he's the most happiest when he has his kids around together, growing up together. They have 2 kids together. She has.
So then he needs to. So then my thing is, in my opinion, he has to make it work in a way, like either he has to start making more money, he has to make it work in a certain kind of way. There is a such thing as a compromise.
No, fuck that. We're not here to shit on my brother makes good money. He makes great money. The problem is she just makes like
Mike, you the one who said that she making all the money and he on her journey.
Yeah, because she does.
But you
said
money. That we're going based off what you said.
I'm telling you, she does make more money. But that being said, he makes a lot of money. It's just she makes a lot of money, like a lot of money. Like she's a well-off woman. I'm not gonna lie.
So if she makes if she's well off, I mean, obviously there's a compromise, but she's not going ahead and like, asking for the most impossible. I would understand if she's asking him to move states, like Rashad originally said, like, cross country or some shit like that. That's very unreasonable. But that's not the case.
They want to move cross country. It's 3 hours.
I know, that's my point. It's not the case.
Moving away so that you can have every other weekend. No, I'm not.
That's because y'all don't love y'all partners. That's why. Because y'all don't love y'all partners. That's what it is.
No, it doesn't make sense.
No, y'all don't love y'all partners. Look, bro, you can try to, it don't make, no, you don't love your partner. You don't want to see your partner to happiness. So that's why you're not willing to compromise and sacrifice and move to see that person happy. Simple.
No,
that's why I don't think
it doesn't make sense, because if you move to get the son full custody, then cool, I got you. But you're moving for every other weekend. When you just figure out the logistics between the baby mama and your brother, let's meet in the middle, and we can still do that every other weekend. You just don't want to drive. I'm not about to uproot my life because you lazy and don't want to drive an hour and a half to pick them up and then an hour and a half to drop back off. No.
They say your audio sound like ass, so maybe you should just mute up for the first time in your life. That being said, a real woman who love her nigga, she gonna move, do whatever the fuck she needs to do to make that nigga happy. It's that simple. Y'all don't be liking the people y'all really be with. That's why they don't be happy. That's why y'all ass both be miserable and shit. And then you on Facebook dating, fucking talking to me, talking about, yo, I hate my nigga, come fuck me. Because y'all don't like y'all niggas. And again, to put a bow on this shit, as far as with the long distance relationships, if you're in a long distance relationship, you either one, you don't really like that person and you don't care to sacrifice with them, or you just like you a part-time lover. Some of you bitches are meant to be part-time lovers. Y'all ain't full-time lovers or fuckers. Y'all only can like a nigga on every other weekend, right? When that nigga get paid, he can come see you. Y'all ain't full-time lovers.
That's how they treat you?
Hey, man. Hey, what's the song she said? Like, SZA said, or she said the Friday, Monday, that bullshit. Hey,
on the weekend, that's your anthem?
Yeah, that bitch a part-time lover.
Oh my God.
That's your anthem. Somebody got you saved as Popeyes in the phone.
Well,
I ain't got a Popeye.
We already
That's
heard
a,
about the stories,
Oh,
Mike.
you say
well,
Popeyes in the phone.
so
Nigga,
guys,
what?
I need to
He's speaking.
know.
He's speaking from experience.
So in the chat, I'd like to know if this was a winning argument for Mike. Please put an emoji of a bear if it wasn't, and please put an emoji of. Give me another emoji for the loss.
yeah. Because again,
Nah,
some of
fist
you
in the
guys
air.
don't, y'all not real
Fist in the air
lovers.
for me.
A fist in the air.
Y'all some
Fist in
part-time
the air
ass lovers.
for the other side, and then
For the
bear for
part-time
Mike.
lovers. Fist in the air for the part-time lovers.
What's the limit on part-time lover? Crazy.
If you're in a long-distance relationship, you're a part-time lover, bro.
Damn, like
That ain't meant to it ain't no shade, no disrespect. That's from my experience. I'm speaking from my personal experience and from what people tell me. I just think it's more part-timeish. Ain't nothing wrong with being a part-time lover. You can always elevate. Sometimes niggas start off as a part-time worker. And then you realize, oh, this person's really good at what they do. I appreciate this person enough to where I'm gonna uproot and compromise my life. They said I need to get better life. Yeah, I do. Yeah. So and then I'm gonna go, be a full-time lover for this person that I like, type shit.
Nah, Mike, you got a lot of trauma built up in that thick ass chest. You need to get it out of you, man. It's a lot.
Gotta go see the lady.
You got-
Gotta go see the lady. Gotta go see the lady for real. Come on,
Y'all
guys.
be
I need the
using
chat
that
to tell
lady
us.
shit. No, y'all be using that lady shit, and that lady shit ain't helping y'all. Y'all still single, miserable. Y'all don't know how to solve conflict. So sometimes that therapy don't be working for y'all. Y'all need to get y'all $25 back that y'all paid for the copay and get your refund back.
I don't know
That
who
shit
you're
ain't
talking
working.
about. I don't know,
I'm
man.
just saying,
I see.
Hit dog ain't gonna help.
I see the statistics saying otherwise, but Mike Will said so, so I guess so.
We good? Yeah, chat, we good? Y'all good? I think we did our big one here. Anything else? More things of this nature every day, Monday through Friday, and then he does it on Sunday. Not sure why he takes a day off on Saturday. 12 p.m. Eastern time.
Sunday through Friday.
He says to 3 p.m. He says 3. Nigga, you go on Sundays too. Well, so yeah, Sunday through Friday.
That's what I said. Yep. Sunday through Friday.
You're right.
Sunday through Friday.
12 p.m. Eastern time to whenever the fuck he wants to cut it off. It's Enjoy Spaces. Hit him up, follow him on all IGs. Apparently he's dissing a rapper. Not sure why he's dissing him. We all need more love, but salute to that brother. Hopefully y'all come back.
By the way, I see that the chat is almost unanimously not on your side.
That's okay. Again, some of these people
wish we could put up polls.
Some of these people in these chat, they need to get on the program or they need to talk to me so they can get their life together and find their love. Right? That's why they single and miserable.
Mike, I would if I don't know if I could take, you know what? I'll be nice.
Mac, you got anything else? Pixie,
Mike,
you got anything else?
Mike, Mastermind said his program wiping yours down. You ain't got no program. You not worrying about a nigga named Mastermind.
It's not. So.
Oh man, we out of here for sure.
I think we out of here. I think Mike did his big one.
He did his worst.
We all did our good one. Hey, this is a team effort. Thanks again, Rashad, if that's what they call you, because I know you used to go by Rashad. Now you Rashad. You changing up on niggas. Thanks for coming up, pulling up with us and shit. That was dope. Pixie, Matt, y'all always do y'all big one. We're gonna get the clips. YouTube, Matt, that's on you. What we doing? We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the background.
Rewatch the shit.
Yeah, so let me end this stream. We out of here, y'all.
Drop your socials, everybody, please, and thank you.
Drop your social security number so I can go do a PPP loan in your name, please.
No, don't do that.
Let's send me your last four.
I don't want to be